FCT area councils, senior officials of the Federal Capital Territory Administration, let me welcome members of the Honorable Minister's entourage, heads of security agencies that are here. I'd like to welcome our royal fathers that are here, members of the press, the contractors that are also here with their staff with 17 years of quality service to nation, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Let me also welcome the market women. They have become constant at all our events. I appreciate I'd like to really especially welcome Mrs. Felicia Sani, OON. We are going to change the way we run our program today. Mrs. Felicia Sani, please, can you send your people out to sing for us for 2 minutes? Mama, are your women tired? Are they tired? We need one more song. We would like to welcome our special guest of honor, Honorable Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, Prince Lateef Fagbemi, SAN. Let me especially welcome the Honorable Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, Prince Lateef Fagbemi, SAN. Can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you very much. And so, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is with pleasure that I welcome all of you to the flag off or the design and construction of residencies for the heads of courts, such as President, Court of Appeal, Chief Judge, Federal High Court, Federal High Court, Chief Judge, FCT, President of the National Industrial Court of Nigeria, and all of our lords that are here. The Honorable Minister and the FCT management is doing this because they believe that the rule of law and independence of the judiciary underpin our democracy and lie at the heart of our way of life. Because judges are the cornerstones of our freedom. Several scholars have emphasized the importance of judicial independence. So for a functioning democracy and in maintaining the independence of the judiciary and saying no to corruption and compromise and avoiding what Professor Niyi Oshundare said in his poem titled, "My Lord, where do I keep the bribe?" It is pertinent that we take care of our judges, make them comfortable, so that when the flood of corruption flows by, they will stand strong. So I'd like to welcome all of you. To kick us off, let me invite here the engineer's engineer. He understands everything about engineering, from building these world-class houses. And I looked at the houses, the pictures here, they are not for children. For building these houses to building roads and bridges, he's very comfortable. He is the acting executive secretary of CDA. Please join us and welcome here, Engineer Richard Yunana Dauda.
Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister of FCT, Barrister Dr. Ezenwo Nyesom Wike, CON. The Honorable Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, Chief Prince Lateef Fagbemi, SAN. Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister of State for FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmoud, ranking members of the National Assembly present, both serving and former, the Executive Chairman of Area Councils present, senior officials of the FCT administration and FCDA, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Please permit me to adopt the well-established protocol by the Director of Ceremony to present the project overview of the design and construction of residences for the heads of court, including President Court of Appeal, Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, the President's National Industrial Court, and the Chief Judge of the FCT High Court. Thank you all for making time to be here. Your Excellency, the FCT administration, in line with its statutory mandate of providing housing and infrastructure in the FCT, and in line with the Abuja Master Plan, made provision for the development of 4 fully furnished and serviced accommodation for heads of courts in Abuja. This aims to address the dearth of accommodation confronting the judiciary, which is impeding optimal performance of the third arm of government, with specific reference to the heads of courts who are at the helm of affairs of the administration of justice in Nigeria. The projects are located in Asokoro District, Cadastral Zone A04, on plots 3003, 3002, 3000, and 2892, all in Asokoro District. Your Excellency, the project is awarded to Messrs. Details to Dot Development Nigeria Limited, and they are expected to complete the works in 12 months. The contractor is already mobilized, and work has commenced on site. The scope of works for these projects include the construction of these 4 residences, each with several facilities: a 5-bedroom duplex, which is the main house, with a 3-bedroom guest house, service quarters, worship centers, swimming pool, gate house, generator house, full furnishing and servicing, as well as fencing, external works, landscaping, car parks, water supply facilities, and power supply. Your Excellency, when completed, the project will provide the suitable and befitting accommodation for the 4 heads of court. This will improve their well-being in the course of carrying out their functions. Will also improve efficiency and the right state of mind. Your Excellency, during construction, the project will provide opportunity for job creation for skilled and unskilled Nigerians, both directly and indirectly. We seek the cooperation and understanding of the residents in these areas to ensure smooth and timely completion of the project. Thank you all for coming to join the Honorable Minister of FCT, Barrister Dr. Ezenwo Wike, CON, on the flag off of this project. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Engineer. We appreciate you. As is usual, we have very eminent Nigerians that are here alongside the Honorable Minister, and I'd like to welcome all of them. I'd like to welcome here the National Secretary of the PDP, former gubernatorial candidate, a businessman, and a nationalist, the new Senator Sam Anyao. He's here with us. I welcome you. Thank you very much. Also here is his brother, who also believes in building bridges across the nation, and he believes in quality. The new Senator Mao Ohabunwa is also here with us. Thank you very much. Chief Dan Obi, we appreciate you for what you have done tonight for Nigeria. We say thank you for being here today. And I'd like to also specially welcome a man whose political journey started from being a councillor, and he's been in the House of Reps, he's been in the Senate, and he's still serving and looking forward to going back to make laws for us. Senator Philip Aduda, I celebrate you. I welcome you. Senator Aduda, this love is magnetic. Congratulations to you. Senator Magnus Abe, lawyer, politician, nationalist, we welcome you. Thank you very much. Senator Professor Sandy Ono is also here. Thank you very much. I welcome you. Ambassador Desmond Akao, and that ambassador, former Minister of State, still in love with Nigeria. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you. Honorable KK Ubani, we celebrate you here today. Thank you very much. Barrister Frank Owo, you're also welcome. We thank you very much. Honorable Ken Chikere, thank you for coming. Chief Tony Okocha is also here. We welcome all of you. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as always the case with every of this program flag off, we have a commitment from the contractor. This man is the managing director of a company that believes in excellence. That is why their name is details to dots. No chance at all for anything mediocre. Architect Ako Adakboyi is here with us. I welcome you.
Our very distinguished special guest of honor, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, His Excellency Barrister Dr. Nyesom Ezenwonwike, CON, the Honorable Minister of State, Federal Capital Territory, Dr. Maria Mahmood, the President Court of Appeal, the Chief Judge, Federal High Court, the President National Industrial Court of Nigeria, the Chief Judge, FCT High Court, Abuja, respected government officials, esteemed members of the press, and invited guests. For want of time, please permit me to ride on the already established protocols. My name is Architect Akwadapo FNIA, and I have the honor of serving as the Chief Executive Officer of Details to Dot Development Nigeria Limited. Let me begin by expressing our profound gratitude to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, whose visionary renewed hope agenda continues to inspire projects such as this. Initiatives that not only reshape our built environment, but also rekindle public trust in government's commitment to the welfare of those who serve our nation with distinction. This project, like many others under the Renewed Hope agenda, stands as evidence that government investments can have far-reaching social and economic ripple effect. During the course of construction, this project alone will directly employ over 500 skilled and unskilled workers, while indirectly providing livelihood for over 1,500 suppliers, artisans, food vendors, transporters, and other service providers who will support site operations. This multiplier effect aligns perfectly with President Bola Tinubu's commitment to job creation and economic empowerment. Today, we break ground on 4 exclusive residencies for the distinguished heads of our nation courts, each designed and equipped to reflect the dignity of their esteemed offices as follows. Court of Appeal Residence, a tastefully finished and furnished 7-bedroom luxury duplex with pent floor, housing main, private and family lounges, a movie room, master suite, and private sitting area, study and spacious bathroom. Ancillary facilities include an 8-passenger elevator, a guest house, 4-bedroom quarters for domestic staff, gym, swimming pool, security and gate and generator houses, and ample parking spaces. Federal High Court Residence, a well-finished and furnished 7-bedroom luxury duplex on a double-level basement with a pent floor, featuring main, private and family lounges, a movie room, a master suite with a sitting area, study and spacious bathroom. It also includes an 8-passenger elevator, basement parking, 2- and 3-bedroom flats for visitors and domestic staff, as well as a chapel, gazebo, security gate and generator houses, 2-hole golf area, and a swimming pool. National Industrial Court Residence, a finished and furnished 7-bedroom luxury duplex with pent floor, offering main, private and family lounges, a movie room, master suite with sitting area, study and spacious bathroom. The supporting facilities include an 8-passenger elevator, a chapel, 4-bedroom quarters for domestic staff, gazebo, 2-hole golf area, swimming pool, security gate and generator houses, and generous parking provisions. FCT High Court Residence, a finished and furnished 7-bedroom luxury duplex with a pent floor, complete with main, private and family lounges, a private movie room, a master suite with its own sitting area, study, and a spacious bathroom. Its ancillary facilities include an 8-passenger elevator, adequate parking lots, a mosque, security gate and generator houses, 4-bedroom quarters for domestic staff, a gazebo, 2-hole golf area, and a swimming pool. The landscaping and infrastructure development on each residence will create serene environments that promote both relaxation and productivity. Each residence will be equipped with modern utilities, security systems, and communication infrastructure to support the demanding schedules and responsibilities of our judicial leaders. Our commitment to using local materials and services wherever possible ensures that the benefits of this investment remain within our communities and contribute to the growth of indigenous businesses. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this project is more than bricks and mortar. It's a statement that the Federal Capital Territory is committed to providing befitting and functional residencies for the leaders of our judicial arm of government. A statement that reinforces Abuja's position as city built on excellence, dignity, and order. We at Details Without Development Nigeria Limited are deeply honored to have been found worthy to deliver this historic project. We are sure that, as always, we will approach this assignment with the same commitment to quality, efficiency, and excellence that defines our brand. In closing, and on behalf of our entire team, I want to reaffirm our gratitude to His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for his visionary leadership, to the Honorable Minister Barrister Dr. Nyesom Ezenwo-Wike for his confidence in our capabilities, to our client, the FCDA, and to all the stakeholders who have made this project possible. May this project serve as a lasting symbol of our collective commitment to justice, excellence, and national development. God bless the Federal Capital Territory. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Architect Ako, as we do always, did you hear the voice from the back? Architect, let's appreciate him. Thank you. Thank you. We will take a few goodwill messages from our lords who are here so that we can seal everything we are doing here with the rule of law. I'd like to invite here first the man that was inaugurated or put there as Chief Justice of Abuja, 26th October 2021. He's there with us today, and his house is one of the houses we are going to be building. Honorable Justice Hussein Baba Yusuf, Chief Judge of FCT High Court, I welcome you for your goodwill message.
The Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Nyesom Wike, CON, Life Bencher, the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation and Minister for Justice, Mr. Lateef Fagbemi, SAN, my brother heads of court, the President of the Court of Appeal, ably represented, my Lord, Honorable Justice J.T. Soho, Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, my Lord, Honorable Justice Benedict Kanyib, the President of the National Industrial Court, and I'd like to most respectfully request the Minister of State to pardon me for jumping. Very distinguished senators here present, other dignitaries, market leaders who are here with us to grace this occasion, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the judiciary of the Federal Capital Territory, I extend warm greetings to all distinguished guests at this official flag-off for the design and construction of special residences for heads of court in the Federal Capital Territory. This landmark occasion offers us an opportunity to acknowledge leadership that situates justice at the heart of national development. It is indeed deserving to commend the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, His Excellency, Barrister Newsom Wike, CON, Life Venture, for his unprecedented infrastructural development and bold interventions that have continued to advance justice sector reform. The prioritization of purpose-built residencies for heads of court underscores a deep appreciation for the conditions under which justice is conceived, deliberated, and delivered. The initiative is therefore not merely architectural. It is a strategic affirmation of the welfare, security, and independence of judicial officers, elements to a credible and efficient judiciary. A supportive environment for the bench is inseparable from an effective rule of law, and this project embodies the convergence of infrastructural foresight with judicial reforms. Let me say with emphasis at this point that the issue of welfare of justices and judges has always agitated the mind of the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory. As a governor of Rivers State, His Excellency, or Your Excellency, ensured that the welfare of judges and judiciary staff was made a priority. You replicated the same gesture to federal courts within Rivers State. Since your assumption of office in the Federal Capital Territory as minister, an onlooker who is not familiar with the state of development in the Federal Capital Territory would think that you only cater for the judiciary. The truth, however, is that the many things you do for the judiciary do not form any reasonable fraction of your developmental stride in the Federal Capital Territory. I would not want to bore this audience with details of your interventions for the judiciary, but the truth is that you have demonstrated capacity and understanding of the job. For me, you are simply the man for the assignment. At this point, I wish to acknowledge with appreciation the collaborative effort of the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Prince Lateef Fagbemi SAN, highlighting a shared national commitment to creating conditions that enable judges and court staff to discharge their duties with professionalism, dignity, and independence. As you flag off this project, I urge all of us to continue fostering an environment where justice is accessible, administered promptly, and administered with integrity. May this initiative serve as a catalyst for a sustained reform, efficient justice delivery, and enduring public trust in our institutions. May God bless the Federal Capital Territory, the judiciary of this country, the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and more particularly, the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory and his able team. Thank you all for listening.
May God bless you too, my Lord. Thank you very much for what you're doing for justice. Thank you. I'd like to welcome here the Senior Senator Effiong Bob, who is in our midst, and also Senator Grace Bent. I welcome the two of you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker in terms of the goodwill message is a very strong person academically. He has a PhD. He was a lecturer at the Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, and since 2000, he has been a tenure judge. He was sworn in 2019, and currently he's the president of the National Industrial Court. Please welcome here Honorable Justice Benedict Kanyep.
The distinguished guest of honor and Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, the Honorable Minister of State for the Federal Capital Territory, my lords, led by the representative of the President of the Court of Appeal, my colleagues, heads of courts, distinguished senators, distinguished members of the House of Representatives who are here, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor to be asked to deliver a goodwill message at today's event. And so with great joy, I join you all on the invitation of His Excellency, Ezenwo Nyesom Wike, CON, the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, for the ceremony marking the flag off of the design and construction of residences for heads of court in the Federal Capital Territory. For this, I must thank President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, who approved the project. His Lordship, the Honorable Justice Kudirat Kekere Ekun, GCON, the Honorable the Chief Justice of Nigeria, for allowing it. And His Excellency, the Honorable Minister of the FCT, supported by the Honorable Minister of State, Dr. Maria Mahmood, his dedicated management and staff of the FCT, who conceptualized the project and is now seeing it to fruition. The flag off ceremony is not just a significant and commendable milestone. It's coming at no better time than now, more so given this administration's emphasis on improving judicial welfare and independence. Providing safe, comfortable, and secure residences is crucial for the judiciary to function effectively, without fear or external influence. Like other public servants, judicial officers perform better when their personal security and mental well-being are assured. This housing initiative expectedly will address these concerns and enable the occupants to fully dedicate themselves to their judicial responsibilities. The project will thus contribute to a more focused and efficient judiciary. The project goes beyond rhetoric and is a practical demonstration of the support for the judiciary, which reinforces public trust in the justice system. For us at the National Industrial Court, we remember vividly the donation by His Excellency Ezenwo Nyesom Wike, CON, when he was governor of Rivers State, of not just our court's building, but also 4 residential houses for the 4 judges in Port Harcourt Division. This singular support to us has enabled the National Industrial Court to function effectively in Port Harcourt, contributing to a more focused, efficient, and impartial court. The provision of residences for our 4 judges enabled them to fully dedicate themselves to their rigorous responsibilities of interpreting and applying the law, earning in the process public trust in the labor justice system. Last year, after the flag off of the design and construction of 40 judges' quarters in Katampe district of Abuja, tongues wagged against the exercise amongst commentators, even though there were also many who defended it. While this is not the appropriate forum to join issues in that regard, I only want to draw attention to Attorney General Abia State and others versus Attorney General of the Federation, otherwise called the Executive Order 10 case, where the Supreme Court, in considering Section 5 of the 1999 Constitution, pointed out that, and I quote, "The extent of the authority vested in both the President and the Governor in relation to their respective areas of influence extend to the execution and maintenance of the Constitution," unquote. And the Supreme Court went on to acknowledge that the independence of the judiciary as understood in common law countries is normally understood to imply guarantee that the salary and emoluments of a High Court judge may not be diminished in any form during his tenure of office. The Supreme Court would go on to remind us all that the 1999 Constitution keeps to this tradition, lest we forget. Judicial housing is part of the emoluments of judicial officers. As I draw the curtains in this goodwill message, knowing Your Excellency's reputation, Abuja is already turning a new face. I have no doubt whatsoever that the project will be of the highest standard and will be completed in good time. But like the literary Oliver Twist, may I seize this opportunity to remind Your Excellency what you said at last year's flag-off of the design and construction of 40 judges' quarters in Katampe district of Abuja. Your Excellency informed us that, and I quote, Mr. President has approved that by next year, meaning this year, we should make sure that we also provide for the industrial court as part of the renewed hope agenda, unquote. Accordingly, I pray Your Excellency to look to designing and constructing the said residencies for judges of the National Industrial Court. The future of the Nigerian judiciary looks bright ahead, indeed, and we at the Industrial Court are ready to make it even brighter as we contribute to a more focused and efficient court system. Accordingly, may I seize this opportunity to congratulate Your Excellency and your team on the commencement of this project. I thank you all for listening.
We just had a short court session here, quoting the Supreme Court, but I love the phrase judicial housing, and so that means this area will be Judicial Avenue and when we need to name the street. Thank you very much, the President of the National Industrial Court. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker is a proud son of Vandicare. Wonderful. If you are looking for a judge's judge, he is. He started from the scratch. He had a distinguished career. He was a magistrate, chief magistrate, and then High Court judge. Today, he's the Chief Judge, the Federal High Court. Please welcome here, Honorable Justice John Tehemba Soho.
The distinguished guests of honor, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, the Honorable Minister of the FCT, His Excellency Ezenwo Wike, CON, Life Venture, the Minister of State, FCT, members of the National Assembly serving and out of service, if you permit me to use that, my colleagues, the Justice of the Court of Appeal, representing the President of the Court of Appeal, and the Chief Judges, or rather, the President of the National Industrial Court, and the Chief Judge of the Federal Capital Territory. At this juncture, kindly permit me to adopt the protocols already ably established. It is heartwarming for me to be part of this landmark event of the official flag-off of the design and construction of residencies for heads of courts in the Federal Capital Territory. I must state unequivocally that this is a milestone in the history of this administration, which is unprecedented. I'm highly appreciative of this laudable gesture. The benefits of residencies of heads of courts in the FCT cannot be overemphasized. These residencies will serve as befitting abode for the officers who have spent long years of service to their motherland, offering relief to them while in service and upon retirement. I therefore commend this initiative and benevolence of the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, His Excellency Nyesom Wike, CON, Life Bencher, and his team. This noble initiative is with the able support of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, to whom I express profound gratitude. The names of Your Excellencies will certainly be etched in gold in the history of providing remarkable welfare for judicial officers who belong to an arm of government. May I, at this juncture, specially and sincerely thank the Honorable Minister of the FCT for being a good host to us. It is my prayer that God will grant all that is needed to complete these projects. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Long live the Nigerian judiciary. Long live the FCT. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you can feel how calm his voice is. When you appear before him in court, he'll be looking at you and say things quietly, but you uphold the truth. Let's put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. And then finally, for the goodwill messages, I'd like to welcome here a man that is known to uphold judicial integrity and resisting political interference. He's representing the President of the Court of Appeal. I'd like to welcome here President, the presiding judge of Court of Appeal, Abuja, Honorable Justice Hama Akawu Barka.
The Honorable Attorney General and Minister for Justice, Prince Lateef Fagbemi, the Honorable Minister of the FCT, distinguished senators, my brother justices, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Last year I was privileged to represent my Lord the President. Today once more, my Lord had made it possible for me to represent her because she is out of the country. I am going to read her speech very shortly. Suffice to say that on occasions like this, I have one feeling. Maybe many people would not know the accommodation situation some of us judicial officers are in. When I was posted to Abuja as the presiding justice, I had to spat with a junior brother for 2 years. That's the situation in which some of us in. I can tell you without much effort that most of the justices of the Court of Appeal in Abuja are living in rented quarters. So on occasion like this, it gives us hope that at least justices will stay where they can discharge justice without fear or favor. This is the speech of my Lord. I'm sure she's listening wherever she is. It is with profound gratitude to God Almighty that I stand before you on this momentous occasion, being the official flag off for the design and construction of befitting residences for the distinguished heads of courts in the Federal Capital Territory. The President of the Court of Appeal, the President of the National Industrial Court of Nigeria, and the Chief Judges of the Federal and the FCT High Courts. I wish to extend our heartfelt appreciation to His Excellency the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, whose firm dedication to strengthening the judicial system is manifested in initiatives such as this. Permit me to convey our collective gratitude to my Lord, the Honorable the Chief Justice of Nigeria, the Honorable Justice KMO Kekere Ekun GCON, whose exemplary leadership and collegial guidance continues to inspire unity, discipline, and purpose within the Nigerian judiciary. We acknowledge with appreciation the role of our Chief Host, His Excellency Ezenwoye Songwike CON, the Honorable Minister of the FCT, whose foresight and commitment to institutional development have breathed life into this long-cherished aspiration of the judiciary. The decision to provide modern, secure, and dignified residences for the various heads of court in the FCT is not only an act of administrative prudence, but indeed a profound demonstration of respect for the judiciary as an arm of government and pillar of democracy. We are also honored by the presence of the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Chief Lateef Fagbemi SAN, whose gracious participation in this ceremony highlights the spirit of collaboration, mutual respect, and shared responsibility in the service of our great nation. Adequate and befitting accommodation is indispensable to the efficiency, independence, and dignity of judicial officers. This project therefore presents more than the construction of physical structures. It is a lasting investment in the integrity, stability, and endurance strength of our justice system. As we celebrate this milestone, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to everyone whose dedication made this possible. May this initiative and may it further strengthen the rule of law in our beloved nation. Thank you all, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I thank you.
Thank you. When my Lord said, when he was posted to Abuja, he stayed for 2 years with his brother, I looked at the Honorable Minister of FCT, he shook his head. So what this means is that these houses means justice for judges. Thank you very much, my Lord. I appreciate you. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to do the vote of thanks is a wonderful doctor, a wonderful mother. She believes that the strength of a family or a team lies in loyalty. To her, loyalty means standing by with confetti to celebrate the highs and lows. To her, loyalty is a heartbeat of love. And she has shown loyalty to the people of FCT and to the Honorable Minister. Please join us as I welcome here the Honorable Minister of State for FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmood.
All members of the National Assembly that are here present, former and serving, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Chief Prince Lateef Fagbemi, SAN, the Honorable Minister, Federal Capital Territory Administration, His Excellency Barrister Ezenwo Yeltsin Wike, CON, Life Venture, Mr. Project, the President, Court of Appeal, my Lord Honorable Justice Dankpang, ably represented by my Lord Honorable Hama Akaubarka, the Lords of all judges of the Court of Appeal that are here present, the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Honorable Justice J.I. Soho, my Lords, all judges of the High Court that are here present, the Chief Judge, FCT High Court, Honorable Justice Hussaini Baba Yusuf, the President, Industrial Court, my Lord Justice Benedict Kanyi, PhD, all other judges that are present here, all members of our political parties that are here, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is with immense gratitude I stand before you to offer our sincere appreciation to everyone whose commitment, vision has contributed for this significant milestone that we are witnessing today. We give thanks to Almighty Allah for giving us the opportunity to witness this significant occasion. That's the flag off of the design and construction of residences for the heads of courts here in Asokoro. Today's flag off is not just about bricks and mortars as has been highlighted by the contractor, but it is about honor, dignity, and institutional pride, providing a befitting residences for our esteemed head of courts, whose wisdom and integrity uphold the rule of law in the nation. Permit me to extend our heartfelt appreciation to the father of the nation, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for his unwavering support and commitment to infrastructure development and renewing the hope of our people in the entire nation. I also want to extend our appreciation and comment to His Excellency Mr. Project Barrister Ezenwo Yeltsin Wike for his continuous dedication and also strategic vision in transforming the landscape and the look of Abuja entirely. For our distinguished judges, we say thank you for the service to the nation, and this flag off is a respectful gesture to honor your invaluable role in upholding the rule of law in the nation. Thank you very much for all you're doing for the nation. So also the management team from the FCDA, alongside the contractors, our engineers and consultants, we say thank you for your professionalism and also diligence. These are so crucial to move this project to life with quality and also timeliness they deserve. We say thank you to you too. So also everyone that is here, our youth, our women, our mothers, our well-wishers, all our political supporters, we thank you for being a beacon of support to us. Your continuous support and collaboration has continued to inspire us to even do better. Thank you very much for your valuable time. Thank you for coming. We appreciate you all. Thank you very much.
Can we appreciate the Honorable Minister of State one more time? Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the last time I was on duty during these flag-offs, I was waxing lyrically by the FCT minister, and as soon as the event ended, some of my friends called me and said, what is the essence of the poetry? Today, I am moving away from the realm of poetry into the realm of numbers and achievement. In 2 years, the Honorable Minister and the team has done the following. One, they have grown the revenue base of the FCT from 9 billion to 40 billion, an increase of 344%. They have constructed over 200 kilometers of road in Buhari, Kwali, Abaji, and Gwagwalada. 324 roads in Amak in all area councils. 80 new vehicles in the system. Construction of new roads and revitalization of projects within Amak worth over 100 kilometers. Bus terminals in Kugbo, Central Business District and Mabushi. Upgrading the street lines all over FCT. Recovery of hundreds of billions of naira in ground rent. Building 10 new staff quarters for the Nigerian Law School. 150 vehicles to the Nigerian police. Oh, I agree with you. Reviving the Abuja Metro line, renewal and refurbishment of Abuja Infrastructure International Center, now known as Bola Tinubu Center, and completion of Wuye, Area 1, Gudu, Garki, NSPMC, Asokoro, Metama, Grishi, Jahi, Katankwe, and Southern Parkway, and other major bridges and interchanges. Now, these are facts on the ground, and to my friends who thought I shouldn't have gone poetic, like Peter Obi would say, go and verify. So, Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome here this project and the action man, Barrister Nyesom Wike.
Your Excellency, our special guest of honor, the Honorable Attorney General Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Life Bencher. The Minister of the FCT State, the President of the Court of Appeal, ably represented by the Presiding Judge, Justice Baka, the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, the President of National Industrial Court, the Chief Judge of the FCT High Court, and my Lord other judges that are here, distinguished senators and members of House of Representatives, the National Secretary of my party that is here, the zonal chairman of APC and PDP in the South-South, Monday secretaries, permanent secretaries, directors, acting ES of the FCDA, the Chief of Staff, the acting head of service, Chairman of Civil Service Commission of the FCT, Chairman of Area Council, our dear mother and your team, the management and staff of Detail 2, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Today is day 14 of the flag-off ceremonies of the Federal Capital Territory. Today is an important day. Of all the flag-off we have done, I consider today to be the most important. When we were appointed by Mr. President to be ministers of FCT, the Minister of FCT State and my humble self, one of the things that Mr. President said is that improving the welfare, enhancing the performance of judicial officers in this country has been a problem. What do you think we can do to improve the welfare and performance of judicial officers? And with my experience as a former governor of a state, and I said to Mr. President, one thing your government must show different is that we can't afford to continue to see judges living in rented houses. Sometimes you don't know the landlords of these houses. Sometimes you don't know their neighbors. These judges preside over criminal matters or other serious matters indeed. And of course, you never can tell what will happen. And let me say this, and I challenge anybody who has a contrary opinion. What is happening today has never happened in this country as far as FCT is concerned. And I want to thank the Honorable Attorney General. And I want to say it, I'm not criticizing his predecessors, but when someone has done something that is different, it is important for you to tell people, let the truth be told. This person has changed the narrative. He has changed the narrative because there's no time we have discussed with the President on how we are going to improve the welfare of judges and justices that has never given his support. I can assure you, what you are doing today is provided in the budget of 2024 and 2025 of the FCT budget, which was sent to the National Assembly, approved by the National Assembly, and accepted by Mr. President. So we are not doing anything that we just want to on our own. It is the policy of Mr. President, and that's why he has to back it up by National Assembly appropriating it and himself assenting to it. And let me make it clear, what we are doing today is not just for heads of court when they retire, they go, no. As they retire, the property becomes their own. And that is approval of Mr. President. And that is why we issued the CFOs in their names. So any of you who are here now, don't think that when they are leaving tomorrow, you see people writing on pages of newspaper, retired Chief Judge of FCT has taken our house, retired Chief of Federal High Court has converted our house, the President of National Industrial Court has converted the House of National Industrial Court, the President of Court of Appeal has done the same. Please, the policy of Mr. President in this sense of courts, as they are retiring, must go home with their houses. And that is the true position. The representative of the President of Court of Appeal has said, I can imagine how a presiding justice who posted to Abuja FCT that you would think that things are made, things are affordable for him to do his job, was squatting with his own brother for 2 years. For 2 years. Tell me how comfortable he would be in that house to do his work. Friends will come and visit his brother. Will he say they shouldn't come? It's not his house. It's a squatter. It's not his house. And that is what you find our judges passing through. And that's why when I was governor of Rivers State, I made it clear, no judge on retirement will not have a home. If you don't want it physically, if you want it in cash, we did it. And let me say, to the Court of Appeal, to the Federal High Court, we are merely supporting you. We are not under us. It's only the FCT that we are relating with as the judges of FCT. That is why we are building for the Court of Appeal 10 duplexes. By the grace of God, will be handed over by Mr. President by the end of the year. 10 for the Federal High Court, 20 for the FCT High Court. And just like the President of National Industrial Court said, while he was speaking, in those days as children, when you don't want somebody to call you out, you'll be doing some traditional things that, please let them not remember me. You'll be praying, so I was praying that he will forget the promise that was made to him. Of course, as a former lecturer, and of course, as a judge, and of course, as a president of Industrial Court, I know he will never forget it. Mr. President, let me say it again to you. Bola Ahmed Tinubu does not make promise and fail. And as his agent, I want to assure you, we will have to provide those houses for you, your judges. So don't bother yourself. Anywhere you see me, don't remind me. Take it to the bank, and you can cash from it. This project is not a project, let it be completed. Please, we don't have history of starting projects and abandoning the project. No one person will complete this project for us. We are going to complete this project. And I've had the contractor say 15 months. I've had years, FCDA say 12 months. So there's a problem here. Yes, come. Contractor, come. Let us settle it here now. So let us know what we're doing. Where's the contractor? Where's the contractor? Yes. Yes. This is a live coverage. Nigerians are hearing you. The judges are hearing you. You are the one who gave the contract, is it not? What is the time duration?
12 months.
Say it, let them hear.
12 months, sir.
12 months. Contractor, what did he sign?
12 months, sir.
12 months. Agreement is what?
Agreement.
Settled. So, this project must be completed in 12 months' time and handed over to you. And the day you are retiring, stay fine, it's your house. But let me also say, what Mr. President has done for FCT, before the first tenure of Mr. President ends, no judge of the FCT will be living in a rented quarter. I said before the first tenure ends, no judge of the FCT High Court, I didn't say Federal High Court, I didn't say National Industrial Court, but of the FCT High Court will be staying in a rented quarter. That will come to an end. And we are making sure that this is done. The Attorney General, on behalf of FCT, we want to sincerely thank you. The support we have gotten from you, we cannot quantify it. In fact, it was through you that we have to even think about decentralizing the FCT courts. And the Chief Judge of FCT thanked the Attorney General. That has been included in the budget of 2025. I've just summoned the General Counsel to make sure that that project commences immediately so that we'll be able to digitalize the FCT High Court. The Federal High Court and Industrial Court, they know how to handle that. But this one is under us. So we must give them the best. So I thank all of you. Our judges, our judicial officers deserve the best. And I thank God that Mr. President has made it as his own policy to see that during his tenure, the narrative is a different narrative. And we're happy. This project will be inspected day one to the last day. Luckily, it is not where you say that no road. Here we are providing every infrastructure. Every infrastructure. And I want you, as you are going, you look at the 3Ds and see how befitting. And that will make you to work harder. That will make you to say, look, even if I put in my life, you are entitled to do so. I thank the government of President Tinubu, who believes, of course, not sure when he was governor of Lagos State, everybody saw what he did for judiciary, and now becoming president, we don't expect anything less than that. Please, FCDA, there's no variation. The contractor, there's no variation. We don't want to hear, oh, we didn't know how the soil was. He did soil test here before he came up with the bill of quantities and the rest. So you know how the soil is. Don't come here and tell me, oh, when we started digging, we never knew there was this or there was that. You knew everything, and you have accepted, and we have mobilized you, and we have the funds to pay. So don't come and bring variation to delay this job. This is a special job that must be handed over at the time we have agreed within 12 months. 12 months of when the contract was awarded, not 12 months of when you come on site. You have signed the contract since we are giving you the money. I know you will say, oh, it's been raining in Abuja. I have told people, anytime it's raining, don't take our money. When the rain stops, come and collect money. Because when you take money, you put it in the account, it uses more interest for you, and then we are suffering. So don't take money in rainy season. If you take money in rainy season, work in rainy season. On this note, I want to invite our special guest of honor, the Honorable Attorney General and Minister of Justice, to do us the good to talk to us and then lay the foundation ceremony of this project. Thank you and God bless you.
Call him Chief or Comrade Nyesom Wike, CON, Live Venture, the Honorable Minister of State, Haji Amira Mahmood, my Lord the President of Court of Appeal, ably represented, my Lord the Chief Judge of Federal High Court, my Lord the Chief Judge of Federal Capital Territory, High Court of Federal Capital Territory, the President of National Industrial Court, my Lords, Justices and Judges here present, members of the National Assembly, and I've seen so many of my friends, Senator Magnus and co., distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me say that I feel highly honored to join at this important flag-off ceremony, a moment that demonstrates our shared commitment to strengthening the judiciary and enhancing access to justice across the Federation. This is yet another in the series of admirable projects being, executed by the Honorable Minister of Federal Capital Territory with the support of the Honorable Minister of State, Federal Capital Territory. I wish to commend the leadership and steadfastness, steadfast commitment of our dear President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, to judicial reform and to widening access to justice for all Nigerians. The current administration's clear prioritization of institutional strengthening, judicial independence, and infrastructural investment has created the enabling environment for initiatives such as the construction of dignified residences for heads of our courts in the FCT. And also, yes, in the FCT. This, of course, includes the Federal High Court, the National Industrial Court, and High Court of Federal Capital Territory. This project is a tangible expression of the President's vision that a robust judiciary is essential to national development and the consolidation of democratic governance. We have heard the Honorable Minister mention that it's going to be delivered within 12 months. I believe him because he has never failed. He gives promises and he walks his talk. Yes. Apart from any other thing, if you look at the ambience, what it promises, if you remove the canopy and all this, you can see that the whole city of Abuja can be viewed from here. Our judges deserve no less. We love it, and I want to say that it is marvelous in our eyes. I wish to specially commend the Honorable Minister of Federal Capital Territory for his proactive support and effective coordination with the judiciary and relevant agencies. Mr. Honorable Minister, your leadership has been instrumental in translating executive support into practical outcomes that will benefit the justice system and the nation. To the leadership of the judiciary, the members of the bench and the bar, magistrates, legal practitioners, court administrators, and support staff, your dedication to upholding the rule of law sustains public confidence in our institutions. The provision of secure and befitting accommodation for heads of course will enhance operational independence, personal security, and institutional dignity, thereby enabling judicial officers to discharge their duties with great focus and authority. The issue of corruption would get reduced to the barest minimum, because even if you accuse the judiciary of corruption, what are they going to use the money for? For accommodation is already guaranteed. If it is about your salary, you take it for life. This milestone underscores the importance of continued collaboration between the executive, the judiciary, and all justice sector stakeholders. Let us sustain this momentum by pursuing complementary reforms in case management, court infrastructure, legal aid, and administrative efficiency to ensure that access to justice is meaningful, timely, and affordable for every Nigerian. Indeed, I cannot readily recall in recent times any administration that has extended this magnitude of infrastructural intervention and palpable support to the judiciary. Not too long ago, the President was magnanimous enough to jack up or raise the emolument of judicial officers to a high level of 300.2%, a feat that has not been performed in more than 20 years. About 40 judges' quarters are being constructed and will be handed over. And like the Honorable Minister of FCT has just said, it's not a question of live there and go, it's carry go. This speaks volumes of the present government's genuine commitment to strengthening the rule of law through practical and enduring investment in judicial system. The future of Nigerian judiciary is very bright. By these activities of the Honorable Minister of Federal Capital Territory, of seeing to the welfare of the judiciary, he has, thrown a very great, serious challenge to future ministers of Federal Capital Territory. He has issued or laid a benchmark by which the achievement of other ministers will be measured. I therefore also urge the Chief Executive at the subnational level, I mean at the state level, to take a cue from the federal government's exemplary conduct by according priority attention and tangible infrastructural support to the judiciary in their respective region or state. A functional and well-equipped judiciary is not only a symbol of good governance, but also a guarantee of peace, stability, and investor confidence. When the courts are adequately provided for, justice is not delayed, citizens' trust is strengthened, and the rule of law becomes the true foundation of our democracy. On this note, let me say that as we break ground today, and it's a serious groundbreaking, may these projects, not one project, stand as a lasting symbol of collective resolve to protect judicial independence, uphold the Constitution, and deliver justice to the people. I want to thank you for listening. Now, where is Mr. Project now taking us to?
The Honorable.
It is.
Our special guest will be joining the Attorney General for the foundation laying ceremony, and our justices are also joining. They have covered me. Let me know when to play national anthem. Just go and Google them. Do it to your side. Just go and do the side.
Laying the foundation stone of these edifices for the residents of the judicial officers.
Distinguished. Thank you. Thank you. Oh. You are leaving? Huh? Okay. Where is the This is what, sir? The national anthem, please. The national anthem, please.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear neighbor.